Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mental Health with Megan. So, in the last episode, we talked a little bit about New Year's resolutions and we talked about why they don't work. And I gave you some advice on how to start completing your goals and making changes in your life. And in this episode, I figured we would do something fun and we would read the letters that I spoke about in the last episode. So basically, for the past couple years, I came up with this idea maybe like 3 years ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to write myself a letter at the end of each month of the year, reflecting on the month and talking about the month and what went on and how it was and what happened and what big things happened, what good things happened, what bad things happened, and all that. So I decided for today's episode, we're going to get really vulnerable and I'm going to read them to you. I'm definitely not going to read all of the parts. There are going to be some parts that I probably have to cut out because there are very personal things in these letters that I wouldn't share on the internet. But for the most part, I'm pretty open about my life and I don't think there's anything too crazy in here. So we're going to share these letters with you guys, and without further ado, we're going to start with January and go all the way up to October. I haven't written the one for November yet, and obviously December didn't happen yet, so, well, as I'm filming this, it's like November 30th today, so I'm going to write the one about November today, and then I'm going to write the one about December on the last day of December, and maybe I'll share that in a future episode or something. But yeah, the reason why I'm filming this podcast so early and it's not going to be uploaded until the end of December is because I'm doing Vlogmas, and I know December is going to get crazy busy with Vlogmas, so I want to make sure that I don't let Vlogmas take over and I stop posting podcasts in the middle of it. So I pre-recorded all my podcasts for the month of December. That was a very smart idea, and I'm very glad I decided to do that because I already know that that's going to be a huge help once Vlogmas begins, which is tomorrow. Speaking of, I got to edit this vlog after this video's over. I got to edit Vlogmas Day 1. Anyways, make sure to keep an eye out for Vlogmas, or hopefully you've been watching Vlogmas throughout this month. But anyways, okay. Some of them are 1 page, some of them are 2, so some of them are longer than others. That says a lot in itself. Alright, so this one is January 2023. I'm actually excited to edit this podcast and hear me reading these back. January has been quite the month, to say the least. My car shit out on me again. Thanks a lot, Jessica. 1 month into the new year and $3,000 into the hole. The transmission broke and cost me a measly $3,000 to fix. I didn't have my car for 2 weeks, but thankfully my uncle lent me his truck so I could get to work. I was so excited to finally have my car back. I love Jessica the Jeep so much, even though she's expensive as fuck. I was sick for the first week and a half of January, which was a real bummer, and I want nothing more than to be healthy and happy this year. I'm finally Lyme disease free, and I want to be healthy in every way possible. I had off school for most of the month, so I kind of just chilled at home and went to work. It was really nice to have time to relax and do things I enjoy, such as scrapbooking, and I finished almost a whole scrapbook in this time I had off school. I read a lot and watched a lot of TV, but I hated being home so much and I was fairly depressed. I started going to the gym with my friends right after Christmas, and we've still been going a few days a week, which is great. This past month, I've been working so hard on myself, daily vitamins, not skipping the gym, cutting out caffeine, and being more mindful of what I eat. This is definitely the longest my New Year's resolutions have ever lasted, and it feels good. I don't love going to the gym or working out, but it feels good, and it's bonding time for me and my friends. Plus, it's great that we're all pushing each other to work on ourselves. It's not easy, but I always feel so good after working out, which is very true. Going back into school has been so hard and so stressful, and there's already been a lot of days where I'm so tired by the end of the day. I want to skip the gym, but I haven't skipped any gym days yet. Mind over matter. I know it's important to show up for yourself even when you're at your worst or having a bad day. No one else is going to do it for you. Summer bodies are made in the winter. How cool would it be if I finally lose the weight that I've been wanting to lose forever? Of course, I want to lose weight, but I also just want to be healthy overall, and going to the gym is a good habit. Working out is good for the body and the mind. I have been doing a lot for my physical being, but also trying to do as much as I can for my mental too, like reading, journaling, and doing things that make me happy. I went to the club one night. It was really fun until it wasn't, lol. I really want to like clubbing and going out, but honestly, I don't. Facts. Sometimes. I think it's fun once in a while, but it gives me so much anxiety, and every time I go, something bad happens. I quite literally cried in the club on New Year's Eve. Horrible way to start the new year. I was crying at midnight, lol. Anyways, after the club, oh god. I cannot read this. Oh my god, that's so funny. I can't believe I wrote this down. Oh my god. Okay. Well, after the club, something happened that we're not going to talk about. That's so funny. Oh my god. In the days following this event, I had a mental breakdown because I didn't feel like myself at all, and I wish that night had never happened. But it did. So, oh well. Young and dumb or whatever. It was a very interesting night and a very interesting month. I finally got over my ex-boyfriend. So I thought. I said goodbye to him for the second time before he went back to college, and I didn't even cry. And I met this new guy, the guy from the club, lol. He's really nice, so I'm kind of excited to see where things go. He cheated on me. Anyways, because my ex destroyed me when we broke up, and I'm not ready to open up to a new guy because I already know it's gonna happen again. I don't want to overthink it. I'm kind of into him, and this far in, he treats me very well. School is already really stressful, and it's only the second week, but hopefully the semester goes well. Speaking of, I better go do my homework and study. And I'm turning 20 in 1 month, 1 week, and 3 days. I'm not okay. I don't know what to do. I don't want to turn 20. I'm so grateful I'm not pregnant, lol. Real. So, looking back at that now was very interesting. There's a lot of things in there I didn't expect. Oh god, if January Megan knew what a year it would be. February 2023. February wasn't a great month for me, but could have been worse, so I'll take it. On the 2nd, my ex-boyfriend left balloons, chocolates, and a teddy bear on my porch asking me to be his Valentine, which was a magical moment and made me very happy. Me and Ava went to brunch on the first weekend of the month, then we went shopping and hit the gym, so that was a good day. I started my new work-study position at school in the math lab. The boss is super nice and it's a super chill job. I barely do anything really, so I just have to show up. It pays decent. The extra income will be nice. I haven't gotten my first check yet, but I should be soon. Too bad, as soon as the money starts coming in, the semester will be over before we know it. But that's okay, because then it will be summer and I can work full time. Yay! This semester has been challenging to say the least. I've been passing math, thank God, but I hope I pass. I've barely been getting by these past couple weeks. Have been so hard. Going to school full time, working 4 jobs, and paying bills is not easy. But I have no other choice, and I really want my degree. I've been sick a lot again recently, and it is not fun. I'm overworked, underpaid, and overwhelmed, and stress is definitely taking a toll on my body. I'm having a lot of issues with my lungs and breathing right now. They say grief affects the lungs, and God knows I've been doing a lot of that lately. I hope I'm better soon, because after battling Lyme disease for 2 years, all I want this year is to be healthy, and so far, despite my efforts to attempt to keep myself well, I've been pretty sick, and it's getting frustrating. Me and my friends have been continuing going to the gym, which is great. This is definitely the longest a New Year's resolution of mine has ever lasted. It really helps having my friends to go with. We kind of help each other. We keep each other motivated. I didn't go to the gym for like the 2 weeks this month because I was sick and mentally not doing too good. So that definitely hindered progress, but I won't let it stop me. It's a constant mental battle to get myself to the gym, but I always feel good after a workout. Plus, it's bonding time for me and my friends. Me and my friends went to Topgolf for the first time last weekend. It was really fun. Me and my boyfriend celebrated Valentine's Day with a good night. We went to dinner, and then we had chocolate-covered strawberries back at my house for dessert. I celebrated Mom's 57th birthday at the Cheesecake Factory this month. The food was so good. There were some really good days this month and some really bad ones too. My birthday is rapidly approaching. I'm excited and sad because I'm turning 20. Rest in peace, my teenage years. This month was okay. March is a long one. This is like 3 or 4 pages right here, I think. Oh wait, it was March and April combined. I was gonna say it's still like 2 pages at least, or 3. 3 pages. This one's 3 pages. Well, March is my birthday month, so here we go, guys. A lot has happened this month, and I mean a lot. Of course, I was excited for my birthday month, but also sad about turning 20. It's so bittersweet. Throughout the month, I kept on with school and going to the gym. However, I was totally slacking on the gym and still kind of am, but that's okay. I'm so busy, it's hard to find the time and energy to go to the gym consistently, but I will keep trying and I will keep going when I can. I redecorated my bar cart this month, came out super cute, and I plan on changing it up a little bit each month. I saw Anastasia with the Teenie Awards, and I was so amazed by it. All of these kids were so talented, and I was very impressed with the show and performance. I also saw Guys and Dolls. I always love seeing new shows that I personally have never seen before. Then I, of course, celebrated my 20th birthday. On my birthday, I had brunch with Angela, took pictures, got my nails done, went to the mall with my cousin, and went shopping. My boyfriend came over, and I had a really nice night. Then my friends came over and brought me a cake they baked for me. It was a beautiful 2-layer cake that looked like it was from a bakery. It tasted so delicious. Then me and Ava had a sleepover and we had super fun night. Then the next morning we got egg sandwiches, of course. Then we went to the gym and got ready for party night number 2. On Saturday night we went to Topgolf and then Dirty Taco. It was so fun, except it didn't end very well. Sadly, me and my friend got into a fight that kind of ruined my birthday weekend, but at the same time, the same friend was the reason why my birthday weekend was so good. So, of course, we got over our little fight and we're good now, but it was a downer, especially being on my birthday weekend. The letters are for the good, the bad, and the ugly, after all. My birthday was fun, and I got so spoiled and showered with love and gifts. Let's see. Oh, I got a 90 on one of my math tests, and 1.4K on one of my YouTube videos. So, both were cool. On the 18th, when me and my friends got out of school early, I went to get a new tattoo, and my friends came with me, so that was fun. It did hurt, but came out pretty cute, and I got Nima's ring size to fit my ring finger, which made me very happy and a little bit sad, of course. I didn't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day this year. I was kind of preoccupied. March 19th started spring break. Sadly, no spring break vacation for me this year, but that's okay. Spring break was kind of nice, very relaxing. I only worked one day and my best friend was away, so I just hung out with my cousin. We went to the gym, we went to see Scream 6, and went to Crumble Cookies. Spring break went slow yet quick, and now back to school with only 7 weeks left of the semester. Yay! I'm now working on Peter Pan Jr. at the theater and Comedy of Errors at school as a prop master. Stressful yet fun. I'm obsessed with the set for Comedy of Errors. It's so pretty. I found out I have to move again, which was kind of an expected thing, but also a bummer. It's extremely stressful, but I've started apartment hunting and I'm not very excited to move, but I know I will find a good place and I know everything will work out. I started therapy with an energy healer this month. I really hope it helps. In April, I will be opening Comedy of Errors as prop master. I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly excited. On Sunday, I have a job interview to be a bartender. Yay! Good luck. Love, Megan. What a month. An interview to be a bartender, and then I got hired, and then I actually just got laid off like this week. So it's just crazy how things change so unexpectedly. April 2023. This whole month honestly seems like one big blur. I was working on my school show, Comedy of Errors, for a second good chunk of this month. It was a shit show, but I would expect nothing less from my college, honestly. The show itself was well done, but other than spending more time with my favorite college friends, it was a not so great time. I was already stretching myself so thin before throwing this into my schedule, but I had to do it for my college credit. There was a lot of drama, and I hate drama, plus adding in more hours into my already very packed schedule for April was hard. I knew it would be tough and was stressing about it. Thank God it's over now. Speaking of April, for April Fool's Day this year, I pulled a pregnancy prank. My friends all thought I was pregnant. It was really funny. My boyfriend did not think it was very funny. I feel like I've been on autopilot this whole month with all the stress. I shut out my own mind and kept my body doing all the things, honestly. I got sick Saturday night, the 22nd, I think, before our last Comedy of Errors show. I ignored it and felt fine the next day anyway, so I went to the show and the mall with Ava. Sadly, I got a fever that night and again the next morning. Fast forward to Thursday night, I was admitted to the hospital. Boy, was that fun. Just kidding. I'd never been admitted to a hospital before and I was very scared, so I cried and cried and cried. My boyfriend is an angel and came to visit me with roses and a teddy bear. Such a sweet boy, oh my god. I really needed my spirits lifted. I was scared because they couldn't come up with a diagnosis the whole first day. It just ended up being mono, but they kept telling me it was different things. I was even told I might have sepsis. Lucky me. I've missed the whole week of school and work already, and I'm still really sick and weak. I don't know when I will be able to return, so I am really stressed about school. We have 2 weeks left. Not that there is ever a good time to come down with mono, but it's definitely not right now. I better get my absences excused and still end the semester strong despite this. I'm so excited for school to end. I hope May is a better month, and I pray there's no more health issues for the rest of the year. Oh Lord, it's always something. Yeah, that was a fun month. I remember being sick with mono. Not a fun time. I was in bed for like 2 whole weeks. More than that, honestly. I think it was like 2.5 weeks, and then I finally started going back to school, but I was still very sick and didn't feel very well for a while. May of 2023. At the beginning of this month, I was still recovering from mono. Mono sucks. It was awful, but I was glad the semester was coming to an end and spring was here. There was finally some light at the end of the tunnel. My boyfriend brought me roses and Pandora jewelry on the 2nd of the month. He's so sweet. He also visited me in the hospital. What a sweet boy. Gross. The first week of May, I really started getting better a little from having mono. The second week of May, I finally went back to school. Being finals week, that was super stressful as you can imagine. But I got through it and managed to finish and turn in all my final projects and exams. I even passed math too. I was so happy and relieved about that, considering I was just sick in the hospital. I was just so glad school was over with and I passed everything. I wasn't too happy with my grades. I got a C in production lab, which is so unfair, but whatever. On the last day of light lab, me and Christina went out for brunch after, which was super fun. We had mimosas and chatted all about the semester. We just had Christina graduated, which is so awesome. I'm so happy for her and proud of her, but I am definitely sad and going to miss her now that she won't be around school. After brunch, my boyfriend picked me up and took me to Crumble Cookies. Yay! Later that night, we went to watch the sunset, and then we got Taco Island. Ava and William pulled up too, which was great. I had a hard time with school ending, a really, really hard time. I was only working 6 hours a week this month, so I spent a lot of time home alone. We had our annual theater banquet at school. I didn't win an award, but it was still pretty fun. William turned 15. I can't believe that. I feel old. Ending the month, playing some beer pong, having a sleepover with my friends. Did some shopping today, and I start my new job this Friday. Oh my god, I'm scared and excited. We move on June 30th and still have no apartment, so I am beyond anxious about that. But I'm trying to stay positive, think of solutions, and come up with a game plan. Talk next month. Love, Megan. So I always sign these letters, love, Megan, because I'm writing them to myself as an exercise for myself with love from myself. June 2023. So another month of the year has came and gone. We got our new apartment this month and moved out on the 30th. The new place is actually really nice. I also started my new job at the restaurant, my first restaurant job. It's okay, but not going so well because I was supposed to be full-time, but I've been getting crappy hours and I still haven't started bartending yet, but whatever. It's pretty decent money and getting tips is nice. June 1st, me and Chris went to see Fat Ham and to the Museum of Broadway. Fat Ham was so good. I saw it again at the end of the month with my boyfriend. June 3rd was prom. I had a great time, and me and my boyfriend had a really nice night together. We both got a prom experience that we didn't get in high school. We've basically been dating for like 6 months now, 2 officially. I seem to fall more and more in love with him every single day. He is so good to me. On the 5th, I went to the mall with my friends, to run up my credit card bill, but my boyfriend also sent me $125 to shop with, and I literally almost dropped dead. My ex could never. I bought some really cute clothes and a shit ton of Bath & Body Works because it was the semi-annual sale. Love me a good shopping spree. June 8th sucked. My car shit out on me for good. Rest in peace, Jessica the Jeep. Rest in peace, Jessica. I do miss her. You will be missed. I also got out from working with yet another client, and I was pretty upset about it. I had to make a tough choice on what to do about my car. I ended up selling her and buying a new, quote-unquote, new car. Jessica took all my money, but it was fun while it lasted, sort of. I now drive a 2003, 20-year-old Toyota Highlander. Same age as me. Crazy. I did say I wanted a Toyota Highlander, not quite what I meant, but she's nice-ish, super clean, slightly better on gas, and way more reliable. I named her Tiffany the Toyota. Other than that, the rest of the month was nothing out of the ordinary, just working, hanging out with friends, and preparing to move again. Oh, I went to the Strawberry Festival with my boyfriend. It was super fun. He also let me borrow his car for nearly 3 weeks while Jessica was in the shop. He is the best. I love how these are all just about my relationship with my ex. It's kind of depressing. Didn't need that today. You guys, my cat literally does not leave my side. Literally all day long. Like, if I'm home all day, she literally is just with me all day. I just can't. She's so cute. I love her so much. Anyways, on to the next letter. Reflecting, I'm not even gonna lie, reading these letters has been kind of hard. Like, emotionally. I feel like I'm on quite the emotional roller coaster reading these. Well, this month felt long and short at the same time. It felt slow mostly. July 4th was fun. Me, Ava, Victoria, my boyfriend, and her friends hit up a DJ party. It was lit. I can't believe I still say that. It was lit. We for real had a great time. I moved into my new condo on the 30th of June. Moving is tough. What can I say? The first couple weeks here were pretty tough, but 1 month and this place has grown on me. There's been issues with the new landlord, which sucks, and I don't know what's going to happen in the long run, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. On July 6th, I flew to New Hampshire to visit Kira. It was the first time we've seen each other in 2 years. It was so good to be together again. Heading there was like the worst travel day ever. Both my flights got delayed and I felt sick all day because I was on my period. Finally getting to Kira's house was so nice. We had fun. We went shopping, to the lake, and checked out a bunch of New Hampshire towns. We celebrated Kira's 16th birthday. I even got to see Uncle Steven, his wife, and my little cousin. It was so nice to see them. The trip was good, but unfortunately, my wallet was stolen. I was homesick, and on the 7th, the first day after my 8 p.m. arrival to Kira's house, I got awful news. My friend was taken off life support after a cardiac event. I was heartbroken and homesick. I had a very special bond with him. He was only 17. It was a tragic loss. I remember flying home knowing I'd be attending his wake that same evening. I had such an awful feeling taking off to head back home, just knowing I'd really have to face this grief head on once I was home with no more distractions. His death affected me a lot more than I thought it would. I attended his wake and candle lighting and laid in bed for a week. I will always love and miss you. Rest easy. It's safe to say I've been depressed for most of this month between moving and my friend's passing and all, but I'll pull through. I'll be okay. I've been swimming, reading a new book called Ugly Love, spending lots of time with my boyfriend. He bought me a gorgeous Pandora promise ring for our 3-month. He's such a sweet guy. I've been watching sunsets and scrapbooking and going to work. I'm really stressed about money lately. I had to get another job, so now I work at a pizza place. Their pizza is the best, lol. I don't know what I'm going to do. 2 jobs and I still can't pay all my bills? That's crazy. It really sucks that I have to deal with this at such a young age, but this is my life. These are the cards I've been dealt. It is what it is. I'm really overwhelmed right now. I don't know what to do after I graduate. I think I know what I want to do. I want to go away to get my BA, but realistically, I don't know if I can. I just really hope one day all of this suffering is worth it in the long run. One day, within 5 years from now, I'll have a stable career, a good job, a house of my own, and a dog. LOL. One day, one day, one day. One day at a goddamn time. The summer hasn't really felt like summer, so I'm going to enjoy what's left of it. I made a promise to myself to enjoy every second of summer when I'm not at work, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Overall, this month gets a 3 out of 10. Talk soon. Love you. P.S. You'll be okay. So yeah, I mean, I've talked about this on my podcast that the summer was really hard for me, and I've also talked about struggling with money and financially having to be responsible for myself at my age, and that's hard, and some parts of the year are harder than others. Sometimes it takes a toll on me more than others, and I guess that was just one of those months. August 2023. August slipped away into a moment of time. That's what it says on the top of this paper. Settle in at your desk now, Megan. We've got a lot to talk about. August flew by. It felt so fast. Today is August 31st, and yesterday I started my 3rd year of college. How crazy is that? I've been depressed all summer, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. Although I love summer, I'm ready for fall. I think I actually need the change of the season right now. It sucks to say that this was a bad summer. It was the worst summer I've ever had, but that's the truth. I think about my friend a lot. I miss him. We all miss him. I've been having a really hard time this month with my grandma's death, too. I miss her terribly. I miss Aunt Agnes. She doesn't get to come home much. She didn't get to come home this summer, which sucks. Every time I drive through my friend's hometown, I feel so sad. He didn't get to live through this summer, but I did. In the start of the summer, I promised myself I would spend all my free time at the beach enjoying summer, and I think I did a pretty good job of that, but it was so hard. Most of my friends worked a lot more than me, and they were busy with their families, so I spent a lot of time this summer alone, which is fine. It's a good skill to be able to do things alone. I went to the beach alone, went shopping alone, went to the diner alone. At this point, it's starting to feel lonely. On the 10th of this month, I found out my boyfriend cheated on me. I dumped him, obviously, cut contact for the most part. I feel alright considering it's only been a few weeks, but damn, that hurt me. The first few days after I found out were the hardest. I miss him. I miss us, but he did me so wrong. I could never forgive a guy for that. To make it worse, he cheated on me with the girl I was worried about, and then tried to catch me cheating to make me seem like the bad guy. What an asshole. I'm glad the girl told me. The trash took itself out. I deserve better. Nobody fucks with Megan. Karma's a bitch. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma's a relaxing thought. My ex-boyfriend is clearly a troubled guy. I wish him the best. He's gotten his karma for what he did. I've settled into the new apartment pretty well at this point. I like it here. I'm behind on my rent by a little bit, but what else is new? I'm finally getting more hours at the restaurant, which is good. Thank God. I still need another job, though, so the search continues. I'm slightly upset I haven't started bartending at the diner yet, but I'm going to give it some more time. I don't love bussing tables, but it's not the worst thing in the world, and getting tips is great. I like most of my coworkers. They're starting to become like family. As for my coworkers that went back to college, I wish them all well. I hope to keep in touch with some of them. So, breakup, work, depression, what else? Oh, health. After my abnormal EKG and stress test, I have everything. I have to go for a CTA. Now, I'm praying everything is fine and curious about what the issue is. Me and my friend went out to Montauk 2 weeks ago, and it was great. We saw the seals and caught up for hours. Last night, me and my best friend went into her hot tub for 2 hours under the full moon. It was great. Tonight is finally the night of Sorry Poppy. I'm so excited. I hope it's fun. My cousins both got their first jobs this month. I'm so proud of them. I finally got sucked in and took the leap of being an It Works reseller. Haven't made a dime yet, but I'm going to keep trying. You never know. I'm going to set goals for myself for September and see how I do. I'm praying for this semester and school year goes well. Another thing is I've gotten back to God lately, and it feels good. I'm using prayer more to help me with everything that's been going on. I'm excited for fall and kind of excited about school too. I only have 6 classes left until graduation. I still don't know what to do next, but I better seriously start thinking about it because it will be spring before I know it. Love, Megan. Like I said earlier, roller coaster of emotions reading these. September 2023. September was actually a pretty good month. I've been going to the gym again, which is good. I am still working at the restaurant, but I am starting to really hate bussing tables, so I'm glad I've only been working 1 day a week lately. We have fun there sometimes, though. I finally started my own podcast this month. Wow. That was only September. It feels like it's been longer than that. So far, so good. I'm really enjoying creating episodes each week. I am also acting and directing a murder mystery dinner at my restaurant, so that's exciting. I actually had some fun this month, finally, after a long, boring summer. I made my first batch of chocolate chip pumpkin squares. They were so good. I decorated for Halloween, which was fun. Everything looks great. I worked my first catering event, which was super fun and great money. I think I'm back into school routine now. Although school kind of sucks, at least I'm back to having a routine. I'm a little nervous about doing well in math and biology, but I hope I pass math and do good in biology. I have been celibate all month long, which is kind of good. This past weekend, the last of September, was great. Me and my friends went to opening night at our favorite haunted house. Then we got Taco Bell. Anyways, then Saturday was my friend's grad party. It was fun, nice, and then we went to a haunted house. It was so scary, and it was only $10 to get in. Then me and Ava had a sleepover and played games and had a really nice night. It was great spending time with her. We had a 2-hour parked car conversation earlier that night too. LOL. I love her so much. Then on Sunday, I saw Every Brilliant Thing at my favorite place. It was such a wonderful weekend and great end to the month. I got a new aide job that pays very good. I even have a company car. Amazing. I'm so relieved and excited. I have 4 jobs again. God help me. I'm really excited for fall and Halloween. I think October is going to be a good month. Hopefully it goes by relatively quick because I am already done with this semester. I'm over it. And the last one, October of 2023. October was quite a month. Lots of fun, finally, and lots of stress, as per usual. The new job's going pretty good. I want to quit my restaurant job really bad, though. LOL. Me and Ava and William had a ton of fun. We went to 5 haunted houses, I think. Each one was fun and scary in its own way. We went to Spirit Halloween, and we were all really excited for Halloween. I saw Every Brilliant Thing at the theater by myself. It was, well, brilliant. I've been working my butt off with school and work 7 days a week. It's really starting to get to me, but what can I do? I feel so stuck at the moment. October 7th was my uncle's wedding. It was a ton of fun. I was working on a murder mystery this month with my good friend Chris and a new actor, Matthew. It was a bit stressful, but a ton of fun, and the performances went really well. Everyone loved them. Definitely a highlight of October, and I made some extra money doing it. Me and my friends had a pumpkin carving night, and it was so much fun. I slept over Ava's house while her parents were away for a weekend. It was fun and refreshing to get away from home for a bit. Me and William saw the Eras Tour movie, which was fun too. I dressed up as Dorothy for Halloween. I looked super cute. Me and Ava went out on Saturday night and on Tuesday, which was fun to say the least. LOL. The last week and weekend of October was a great one. The month honestly flew by. It's crazy to me how life can be so fun yet feel so boring and bleh at the same time. Anyways, we made it through another month of the year. What will I do with only 2 left? I stopped going to the gym, however, I have continued my podcast, which I am proud of, and really enjoying creating. We shall chat soon. Love, Megan. Keep going. And now, as soon as I'm turning off this camera, I'm going to go write the one for November, which is pretty crazy. October, flew by. November basically flew by, too. But, yeah. Wow. That was a lot to take in, honestly, reading those letters. That was, definitely, an emotional roller coaster. You know, when I started dating this guy at the beginning of the year, I definitely didn't expect to not be dating him at the end of the year. And so that's definitely you know, it's hard to go through. Like, something I wish I knew before I started dating is how hard it can be to have a romantic relationship and how hard it is to go through breakups, because yeah, breakups suck. They are very hard to deal with and to get through, and yeah, it's just they're hard. What can I say? Well, you guys, please comment down below if you can relate to any of the things that I wrote in my letters. Comment what was the highlight of your year, what was the worst part of your year, and what do you want out of 2024. I love you guys so much. Comment a letter emoji if you stuck around this long. And thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you guys for subscribing and sticking around and being here with me for my podcast. Like, I'm so excited that I started this podcast and so happy with how it's been going. So thank you to those of you who watch it every week. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'll talk to you guys next year, actually. Bye!